Hey guys, this is going to be dash cam footage of Thursday, August the 1st, 2024. This is what I call a vulture night. This is where they attack and surround the TI, surround the victim like a vulture or vultures attacking a carcass or a piece of meat. But this is nothing new for me. This is something that they do often and all the time with me, and I have plenty of footage with this. This is when I was trying to get my testimony done. Remember, this is during that month span, that 4-week span of when I was trying to get the testimony done and released, and they were hitting me extremely hard. This night, they gave it their best foot forward. You're going to see not only front view footage, but also rear view footage. They were hitting me front, back, one headlighters, one tail lighters, one fog lighters, one parking lights, brighting. They did everything. Okay. So you're going to see all that. Now, this is going to take a lot of editing. I am going to try to just do arrows. So when you see the red arrow, that is where the car you need to look at. I'm going to have to slow the videos down because if I do not, you will miss them. Okay. Because there's so many hundreds. Okay. It's like tons of cars. Now, I did not get every going through my dash cam footage. It is a lot. Okay. So every video is not even on here, but there's a lot here as well. There's also a cop that was participating. It's just a mess. You won't believe it. It is astounding. It is a shame the number of people that are belonging to and involved with these groups, these cults, these covens, these Masons, these Eastern Star groups, and they are proud. They are proud to be out here attacking and causing trauma and pain to innocent victims on a daily basis. It is a shame, and my daughter goes through this with me. So I just want y'all to see what we go through. It's a lot. All right. Enjoy the video. All right. So as I'm sitting here doing the editing through these dash cam videos, me and my daughter can be quite entertaining with these dash cam videos. So some of the videos I will be doing voiceover. Some of them I'm going to let them play to where y'all can hear us. Like, look at this black car here in front. They love to drive around with their brights on even during the day. See their brights on right there? It's like, it's so silly. Like, it's dumb. But anyways, you're going to, because we love to listen to gospel music, or I'll be playing a sermon. I do listen to a very, very select few Christian rap artists. I'm very, very selective on Christian rap. So, I mean, we're in the car for 4 or 5 hours a night. So we love to listen to music, Christian music, and we love to laugh. Sometimes we're like a little with each other, going at it sometimes, not going at it, but you know what I'm saying. We're mother-daughter, but, we got to be stuck in the car. We're working. So some videos I'll be doing voiceovers because these videos are on a 3-minute loop. And like, you're not going to see these for gangstalker cars coming up until right after I get through this, like right after this red light. But I have to slow the video down to make sure I'm going through all these cars and I don't want to miss anything. But then I don't want to like edit it out and it's looking weird. Like I'm at the light, then I'm not at the light. And then everybody's not getting confused. So like I said, if you want to speed up the video, go ahead, but make sure you're stopping where you're seeing the red arrows and the edits and slowing down right there so you aren't missing anything. But sometimes I'll let the original audio play of what's in the dash cam video. Sometimes I won't, depending on what I think is appropriate or not, if I want you in my business or not. But anyways, I just figured that I would let y'all know that. And so you're about to come up on these cars with these arrows. So we're about to pop up on the first one right here. So you see that blue car right there. That's going to be car number 1. And then we're about to pop up on car number 2 right here. Of course, you can see that right there. They come in packs every single time. They're never alone. All right. Never, ever alone. And then we're about to pop up on car number 3 right here. Now, if you'll pause it, it looks like he has a headlight, but he's not, okay, because he has his turn signal on. And they'll often try to do that because they do know that I have dash cam front and rear view. These people aren't stupid. They're very well aware of anything. If you're documenting, right, they're very well aware of that. Also, with their connections through the FOP cops, the cops let them know. Now, if you're looking at this light right here, you're going to see the fourth one right there. These are all one headlighters. And then you're going to see the same fourth one right here. I give you a better view. Boom. There he is right there. Now this is all the time, right? They come in groups, they come in packs. I mean, but this is, this is 5 hours a night wherever I go. It's a lot. And they do this on purpose to try to intimidate, but it doesn't intimidate. Y'all, the enemy is hitting me really hard. I have had to go back and do the editing and my voiceovers over again. I'm hitting my podcast microphone, and then I go back to listen to it to edit it in, and it recorded it with my computer microphone. They hit me with the do's earlier when I was trying to in my ear. It's ridiculous. They know that this video right here, oh, this is some real footage here. Anyways, we're coming up on the bridge. You're going to see some brighting here. It's constant with the brighting here on your left. Make sure you're pausing and reading what I, put in the pop-ups. Okay, so we got the brighting right there. Tons of brighting. I didn't even stop and do all the brighting. You got another one right here, the brighting. See that right there? I didn't even do all the brighters because there's so many brighters. But if you go through, if you slow it down even more, you can see all of the brighters. Okay. I mean, it's constant with the brighting here. And it does a lot of damage, y'all. Like for real, I wear my sunglasses at nighttime. Seriously, you can ask my daughter can attest to this. Like probably 90% of the time I wear sunglasses at night. All right, to drive. Okay, so coming up on the officer here so anytime an officer is around me, they are participating in the gang stalking. They are aware of it. Okay, and they're usually an FOP cop. Okay, I believe this is a 18203 is the cop car number, or 12203. I call them out. Okay. So they are aware of it. If they are around me, they are participating in some way. I don't even care if it acts like they're pulling somebody over. It's all street theater. Okay. So coming down over the bridge here, we're going to go through this green light, right? And after we go through this green light, pay attention to the left-hand turn lane. So it's going to be a SUV that's going to be doing a right-hand turn, but it's over here on your left-hand side. Okay. And that's where it's going to be starting at. I didn't want to slow down the video too much because it would take forever. So here we go. Boom. You got your fog lighter right here, missing the fog light on the left-hand side. Had one fog light, right fog light. All right. So Mr. Officer, going to do anything? No, but they know it's code. They know what that is. And we got a brighter right here. See that fog light super bright on the bottom? There's another brighter right there with that red car. They were hitting me hard, y'all. I'm talking about, it was unbelievable. It was beyond. Okay. Then we're going to have, let's see here, another one headlighter, boom, and a brighter. He flashed it. You see that? Now I'm about to turn into Chili's. Boom. I almost ran into the back of him. Then we have a one parking lighter. He's missing the bottom parking light and a brighter right here behind him. Right? I almost ran into the back of that officer. She didn't put on his turn signal. And then we have another one headlighter here. Okay, so this is going to be the same footage, but the rear view camera. So it's going to be the same where you just saw where I almost ran into the back of that police officer, but this is going to be the rear view camera footage now. So if you remember in the beginning of the video where I said that they were hitting me from the front, the back, everywhere. So this is what you're seeing now. And this is really good footage as well. So I just got done delivering an order. I'm going back to my hot spots. I'm coming from a red light, right? I'm getting ready to go towards that bridge where the cop was, where I was coming up from behind the cop. Now pay attention to not this car, but the car behind that car. Okay. The SUV behind it. And they have on their turn signal, but you can't see it, but pay attention to my red arrows. Okay. Boom, they are going to be a one headlighter. You can see it now, but I didn't put my red arrows in yet, but you can go ahead and see it. They have their left headlight is out. Okay. And sometimes I see it, sometimes I don't, but they will do a lot to grab my attention. And if you remember in a video, I talked about it. There it goes. There goes the red arrow. Okay. And I talked about in one of my videos to where I will look up in my rear view mirror. There's a good still shot of it right there. There we go. Where make sure you're reading the pop-ups where I look. You see how he turned off his headlight there, the one he had on, just the one. It's because I just so happened to look in my mirror, because I always look in my mirrors at red lights because they slammed into the back of me. Just as I looked in my rear view mirror to check who was coming up behind me, he turned off his light. How did he know that just then I happened to glance up in my rear view mirror? I'm telling y'all, we are dealing with otherworldly things out here, like the Matrix, like some Agent Smiths, some people who have sold their souls, okay? If you will look to the left of the screen, you will see the black car who has a left parking light out, but right side of the screen. And he's going to flash his brights at me, not once, as you just saw, but also here we go again. Boom. He flashes them again to get my attention because these people desperately want your attention. And from my years of experience with this, do not give a reaction. They feed off of energy. They desperately need a reaction and they need your energy. Do not give a reaction ever, whether it is online harassment or it is actual, in-face personal like this, or in-person stalking. Okay. Now here we are getting ready to see, you see the brighter coming up over the bridge behind me. See it right there. You're getting ready to, there we go. See my red arrow, extreme brighting. Okay. Usually they will pulsate at the intended victim. This is very hurtful. Okay. Now, if it's coming at the intended victim straightforward, I get so many of these, y'all. It hurts a lot. It really does. It makes my vision go black. I see black dots a lot. And of course it's a white Jeep. Well, that's one of those Jeep trucks, but white Jeep is the one that slammed into the back of me going 50 miles an hour for absolutely no reason at all on a straightaway. And then we have a pulsating light behind him. You see the left headlight is brighter than the other right here on this BMW. Now, there's 3 in a row here. Look to your left. You're going to see on this white car, they have a one headlight out on the right-hand side. I mean, we are just having a special here. There's 3 in a row. And of course, with the pulsating, as I get farther ahead, you can see how they're next to each other here. You can see how that BMW directly behind me, the light just pulsates, the one brighter than the other. I mean, it's ridiculous what these people do, and that they have no conscience of the trauma and pain that they are inflicting on others. The PTSD, just not only the mental, but it does cause physical pain on the body, okay? Because there is radiation in these headlights. Some of these are weaponized. specialized headlights that they do get from the government and the fusion centers. You can research that. Okay. And I am, and from the military, I am near, like, right by a military base. And of course, if you watch my testimony, my family is deeply clearanced in the military. Okay. This is why my stalking is so heavy, but there's a lot of targets that go through heavy stalking. Okay. And as he's driving behind me, he, she, whatever, I usually just say he, as they're driving behind me, you can just see that left light. See it right here, just pulsating and getting really big. Cause it's a weaponized headlight, right? And this is where you're going to see me kind of come to like a sudden stop here almost, or kind of like jolt to a stop, is because that's right when the police officer kind of, you know, stopped in front of me, and praise God, the guy with the pulsating light kind of, he stopped as well. He was paying attention. Praise the Lord. So anyways, here is just the rear view footage of what was going on. And it's just ridiculous, guys, of what I'm dealing with out here. What all of us targeted individuals are dealing with worldwide. All right. God bless. Continuing on here with the footage, you are going to see coming up on your left-hand side right here an extreme brighting car. And like I said, guys, I didn't even get all the cars. Like, seriously, I'm trying to cut out the footage like you're going to see right here where I cut it. And then I just switched to where, I'm back on the bridge again. I just travel so much all over the city. Like, this is a main bridge. As you can see, I am behind this officer here. Whoever, they are about to do a fake street theater pullover. Make sure you're reading the pop-ups. Okay. Pause it and read it. Gang stalkers follow. They're always swarmed around these FOP cops, your Fraternal Order of Police, which are your Freemasonic police. And anytime that they are around me, they are gang stalking me, as I said before. Okay. My editing software right now is giving me issues. I'm up. It's 2:30 in the morning and they are messing with it. Like, seriously pausing it. Like, it's crazy. Moving forward, you're going to see that they are doing a fake pullover here. Okay. And anytime that the cops are around me, there's tons of gang stalkers around the officer. Like, they're working together. It's showing me that, haha, you can't come to us, right? We're in on it. You have nowhere to turn. I told you this is kind of like a mafia move, right? Like, we run things here. Okay. So pay attention to the left. All right. You see the black car with the one headlight, right? Of course, by the officer. And then again here, the black SUV that has the one headlight as well. Okay. So the officer over to the right doing the fake street theater pullover. And of course, that was it again for this delivery that I was going on. Okay. All right, this is the same footage that you just saw prior, but okay, this is the rear view camera now once again. All right, I am getting into the left lane. All right, because the officer was in the left lane and got into the right because he put his lights on and was going to pull somebody over. Okay, pay attention to the right lane, but it's going to be the left side of the screen right here on this red car, ghost car riding around with absolutely no lights on, right? This vehicle is directly behind the officer. Okay. The officer is in front of this vehicle, right in front, turning in to pull somebody, supposedly doing a street theater skit, pulling somebody over. Okay. Like I said, they were hitting me front to back everywhere. Okay. They were relentless. All right. Now you're going to see the officer. I mean, isn't this ridiculous? I mean, right behind the officer. Okay. Supposedly, oh, we're pulling somebody over that, it's just a street theater skit. Okay. And then I'm just going on to finish my delivery. But yep, this is what I deal with all the time, y'all, all the time. Okay, I am once again doing another delivery coming into a private neighborhood. Okay. And it makes you wonder, of course, we know that they have specialized apps as gang stalkers, but it is troublesome that these people know everywhere that you go. They know all of your business. Okay. Pay attention to the left hand side. I'm making a left hand turn on this road up here. All right, immediately right here, pay attention to your left. It's going to be two vehicles, SUVs. Look to the bottom. Boom, right there. Fog light, just one. They're missing the bottom right one. Right behind that one, they are also missing the bottom right fog light. Okay, these are usually couples. All right, that gang stalk together. Okay, they don't have to be, but usually they are. But look at this, nice, decent neighborhood I'm going into. How do they know where I'm going? To know that people know that strangers know where you are all the time. And I have my daughter with me. They know your business. They know where you're going. They know where you live. They know where your whereabouts are at all the time is extremely unsettling, right? This is America. Why is this going on in America? Okay. This should not be. This is terrorism, okay, going on our own land. But this is what, a lot of us are dealing with. All right. Again, you are seeing the same footage as before, but this time this is again the rear view camera. So coming down the same road, this is before I made the turn to go onto the other road to make the other turn where the two SUVs are. So this was on the straightaway. So looking behind me, you're going to see two cars coming up. Now look at this car racing up to get behind me, right? Because I'm going to turn. They know I'm going to turn or to get into the other lane, right? To get into the slow lane. Of course, he has to follow me because what is he? He's a one headlighter gang stalker. They always have to follow whatever you do as a targeted individual. They have to do wherever you go. They have to go. When you move, they have to move. Of course, see it pulsating right there. And it is also a brighter, meaning it's super bright. That one headlight they do have, it is super bright. Okay. So as you can see right here, it's very noticeable, just that one headlight. He's getting ready to make a right-hand turn. He's pulling into this neighborhood over here because I'm pulling up to the red light here to make a right-hand turn myself. No, I'm sorry. There was that truck turning in front of me and he's just making a turn pulling into his neighborhood, I guess. So as you can see, it's the same tactic over and over and over again to sensitize the target to their environment. Okay, I am coming out of the same neighborhood now. I've turned around, made my delivery. This is where the two SUVs with the bottom one fog lighters were missing when I pulled into. Okay, I'm showing you this so that you can see that they hit me 24/7 when I'm going in, when I'm going out, from one side of the city to the other side of the city, no matter where I go. It is 24/7. They are relentless. Okay, and remember, this was my family trying to, they have deep connections with the Masons, Colts, Covens, Eastern Stars. They were trying to stop and intimidate me from making and releasing my testimony. So please go and watch my testimony so you can see why they were doing all this. But again, this is nothing new. I deal with this all the time. I have plenty of documented footage of this, and I will be rolling that out. So I'm coming up over this hill here, going back towards my hotspots. And this is really important. Okay. This one really is, because these cars that have these weaponized radiation headlights do some real damage. And as I said earlier in the video, I do wear about 90% of the time, I do wear my sunglasses at night. I don't have specialized sunglasses. You can't get those for the glare of the headlights, but I'm not spending money on them. I just wear my regular sunglasses that I wear during the day. Now, this is a Jeep and he does have his brights on, but the one I'm focusing on is here. You can't even see the vehicle, but you can see the halo because of the weaponized headlight. Look at this. It does great damage, y'all. It is a weaponized headlight. All right, I'm pulling out of McDonald's here, and you are going to see another officer pull right or go right across in front of me. And of course, you will always hear me say if they are around me at any time, they are condoning and participating in the gang stalking. And you will see why here in a moment. When I pull out onto the main road, I am taking a right hand turn, waiting for the traffic to pass. Now, of course, I had to slow it down. So please be patient going through each one of these dash cam slides. Okay. So taking a right here, I am behind the officer now, but look who the officer is passing up. He is passing up this red truck coming up here. Watch for my red arrows and the pop ups. Slow them down, pause it if you have to. Right here with the bottom fog light, one fog light missing right here. He had a missing one on the right hand side. Just past the officer. Mr. Officer, Mr. Mrs. Officer, are we doing anything about that? No. Why? Because they know it's code. And anytime they're around me, they are condoning and participating because they are the FOP cops. They are your Freemasonic cops. Okay. Best believe that. They want me to think it's a coincidence, and it's not. Okay. It is not. Absolutely not. Not when they're around me. All right. So continuing on here, I did not cut anything out because I want you to see how many vehicles are back to back to back. There are 5 here. Okay. From one fog lighters to one headlighters to one brighter than the other to also a motorcycle. They just continue on no matter where I'm at. I'm on going in a different side of the city now. Okay. It's everywhere, no matter where I am. It doesn't matter what side of the city I am going to, north, south, east, or west. They hit me everywhere that I go. Okay. And by the time that I get home, it is extremely stressful, right? Like right there, you can see a pulsating light on that truck. I did not even include that one. There are so many. Like if you go through this, you can see the ones that I didn't even include. I just included the main ones for evidence, okay, that you can clearly see for evidence, right? Okay, so we're coming up on the third one here, which is one brighter than the other that you can clearly see on the left-hand side. And of course, it is a white car. They usually gang stalk me with the all white or the all reds, and I have shown that on my YouTube channel. Okay, so we are now coming down the hill here, and I'm about to pull up to a red light. Sorry that I had to slow it down so much, but I didn't want to miss any vehicles. But I'm coming up to a red light here, and you are going to see a motorcycle. Now, there were a lot, if you go through the footage from the beginning, you can see that there were a lot of motorcycles out this night. And back in Texas, they used to hit me really hard with the motorcycles. Not so much here, but there were a lot of motorcycles out this night. Now there's going to be a motorcycle coming around. If you look to your left-hand side, he is going to be making a right-hand turn coming towards me. Okay. He has a weaponized headlight on the front. Anytime it is a weaponized radiation headlight, you will see the halo, a bright pulsating halo. Here he is coming. See right there. Watch for the red arrow. See that big halo and how it's pulsating? That is a weaponized headlight with radiation in it. Okay. It's horrible. It is horrible to deal with those. It is an extreme torture tactic and method intended for the victim and the TI, y'all. To get hit with these over and over and over again for 5 some hours a night, it's a lot. It's a lot for real. I have halos underneath my eyes back that I'd never had until I moved down here and I had to switch to the night shift on my delivery shift. I used to work the day shift in Texas. I had to switch to night shift, and I got hit with all these weaponized lights. It's done damage to my body, real damage. Okay, and I can prove this from before and after pictures with my how my skin and my body has looked. All right. you're going to see here, I'm going to be coming up onto a hill, like I'm going to be going up a hill and then coming back down it, but it's not going to be much footage here. This is going to be the fifth vehicle now, just in this dash cam alone, since I've pulled out a McDonald's. So here we go right here. This is a one headlighter as well, missing the headlight on the left-hand side. So it's just relentless. It goes on and on and on and on with these people, and they just surround you, like I said, like a vulture, and it never, ever, ever ends. Once again, you are going to be seeing the rear view camera from the footage that you just previously saw. This is a rear view now. Pay attention to the left side of the screen. You're going to be seeing a car coming out. They're going to be pulling out and taking a right-hand turn behind me to get behind me. Okay, boom, right there. They are missing the bottom left fog light, and you know it's the rear view footage because you'll look to the right of the screen and you'll see that little motorcycle go by that had the weaponized headlight. If you look to the right here, let's see here. He should be passing by here any moment because I was coming up to the red light and there he goes right there. So they're always near each other, right? Always working in tandem. And then he is going to be pulling it in and taking another right-hand turn, and boom, gives you a great view right there of that missing bottom fog light. Okay. They're always together, always working in groups because they are cowards. You know, it takes literally 1,000, hundreds of them to come up again against one of us. I mean, what does Psalms 91 say? 1,000 at one side, 10,000 at the other side, but none of it will come near us. God will not let them take us down. Hallelujah. All glory to you, God. Continuing on the same road with the same delivery, you can see this white SUV next to me that was in the previous dash cam footage. So if you look to your left-hand side with the car coming towards me, not only is it a brighter, they have their brights on, but they also are going to be missing a fog light on the bottom right-hand side. They are a one fog lighter. Look for the red arrow right here. I mean, it is ridiculous, y'all. And this is what they do. They swarm the victim. They swarm the TI, just to overload the victim, right? It is very traumatic and it is very stressful to deal with this over and over and over again. All right. All right, we are coming back up on the same road, and you are going to see another extreme brighting, weaponized, pulsating headlight. Okay, these are so bad, y'all. How many of these has it been already in this video? And the ones I haven't even put in and documented. Okay, it's a lot. All right, get ready to see another one here. Here we go. Follow the red arrow. See the halo. See the pulsating light there. Those are the weaponized headlights with the radiation inside of them. You can't even see the vehicle, right? That's how you know it's a weaponized headlight. Specialized weaponized headlight with radiation. And what's behind those two? Right here on your left-hand side, boom, with the arrow. A gangstalker with a one fog light missing on the right-hand bottom side. It never ends. And this was on my way back from the McDonald's order from the previous two slides that we just got done watching. All right, coming back again from just delivering from in the previous video and coming back up to my hotspots now, you are going to notice another extreme brighting truck. Okay, now this whole little dash cam slide is going to be nothing but brighting vehicles. Okay, this is going to be a truck. Check out the big, huge halo on it. All right, this is going to be, I believe, 4 vehicles. Okay, I am going to cut it out right here because I need to make it all the way down through these red lights to the very last red light. And then I'm going to make a right-hand turn. So I do edit some of it out. And then boom, here I am. That way y'all didn't have to go through it was just like one or two cars that were normal cars, and y'all didn't have to sit there and wait it out. So you're going to be looking for my red arrow here. It's going to turn with me as I make this right hand turn. Okay. And as I make this right hand turn, follow the red arrow as it pops up. And immediately as I make the right hand turn, you're going to see the huge, where you can't even see the vehicle. They're so bright, right? It's going to be a big pulsating weaponized headlight. See that there? You can't even see the vehicle. It's so bright. And then it pulsates at you. Again, weaponized headlight. Now, when you get right up on it, like right there, it looks normal, right? But it's not a normal headlight. And these people are in a row. They have, as gang stalkers, right? As handlers, gang stalkers are all out here working in tandem in a group. They have specialized apps to know where the TI is at all times. Okay. And this is how they hit me really hard because I am a delivery driver. I work 6 days, sometimes 7 days a week, 5 hours a night, at least 4 or 5 hours a night. So they know where I'm at all times. So it's a lot, y'all. This is a regular vehicle right here. One little break in between. See how the headlights are normal. And then we're going to get another extreme brighter right here. Like you can't even see the vehicle until you get right up on the vehicle. And then, boom, of course, they're either usually white or red. Y'all know they stalk most of us with white or red or silver, some of us black. And then we have another extreme brighter right here. And you can see the big halos, right? So it's just an ongoing process. All right, coming back over this lovely bridge, once again, going back over to my hotspots, you're going to see to the left here with the red arrow, there's going to be an SUV with one parking light missing on the right-hand side. See where you only had the one on the right-hand side. I'm sorry, left-hand side. And then, so that's one. I slowed this down as much as I could. And then you're going to watch right in the middle, even though it's still to the left of the screen, watch right here. You're going to see the silver SUV with the headlight missing on the left-hand side right there. Please pause these. Zoom in with your fingers. You can slow the video down as much as you need to on the YouTube controls, or you can speed it up, but please pause it. Zoom in so you can see it if you can't see it because it's still going too fast, okay? You could probably catch some that I didn't even catch with the brighting, with some other ones, so you can also do that as well. So we're coming down the bridge. I'm always on this bridge because I'm going back to my hotspots because there's a lot of restaurants on this side of the city. So I like to sit over here to wait on orders or try to get orders. Okay, so I didn't count that white truck right there if you saw those bright lights because he was merging with the cars behind him. So I didn't count that as brighting because he was merging with the headlights behind him. So coming down here, going back to my hotspots, going back towards Chili's and Raising Cane's where I sit at, okay, it's going really, really slow because I really wanted to slow this one down so you could see it really, really well. Okay, just how they mix it in between the one headlighters, the one brighter than the other, the one fog lighters, the one parking lighters. Now this one, they didn't really do any one tail lighters, but I have plenty of documented footage of that, and that will be rolling out. I mean, there really isn't a tactic that they haven't used on me that I've seen on other targeted individuals that I can think of. Okay, so watch for my red arrows as I go through this green light coming up on your left-hand side, right in the middle. You're going to be seeing a white, like a business truck, but this isn't the one I was talking about. I'm going to do a whole video for specifically a business, but it's like a moving truck right here in the middle right here. They're going to be trying to take a left-hand turn right there. Do you see how it's so much brighter than the other one, the right headlight than the left? Look at that and how it's pulsating. It's like a delivery truck or something like that. Like it makes deliveries around town. Tons of businesses participate, local businesses, deliveries. It's crazy. You wouldn't believe how many people are involved with these cults and covens, Masons, Eastern Stars groups, y'all. You really wouldn't believe it. For real. Like, The dark side is growing so much out here. All right. And then after that one, look at this right here of course, on your left hand side. See the huge bright lights coming up. This is a huge truck here. All right. And you'll notice that the two left side lights, the fog light and the headlight, is way brighter than the ones on the right side. They do this, see here, and kind of slow it down if you need to, or pause it right there. They do this on purpose to grab the TI's attention. And of course, to your right, another officer participating in on the gang stalking madness. And this is a different officer because I'm on another side of the city now than all the other ones were on. Well, actually I was, but this is a different time because when I was going up the bridge, it was a different time. So please check the timestamps. These are all at different times. Okay. So look, it is in Army time on the, thing below right here, but it tells you the date and the time on the white letters below. So they participate, they see what's going on, they know what all this means. Okay. So it's just sad. They are here to protect and to serve, and they are not. All right, last one for the video. And I'm going back over to my hotspots once again, of course, here at the red light. And I want you to pay attention to this truck that is going to be coming over the hill here. And as always, watch for my red arrow. And this is going to be a truck where it's extreme brighting once again. I mean, they just did this all night. They do it to me every night. Okay. But this night was extra special. I mean, but a lot of nights are extra special. Okay. You'll see this with the videos that I roll out. But this was extra special because they were trying to stop me from getting my testimony out. Okay. That's how important it was. And that's how you also know that in my testimony, I am telling the truth and nothing but the truth. But pay attention right here to this truck that is in the very far right lane right here. You're going to notice the halo. See how bright that is. You can't even see the vehicle right there. With the red arrow, of course, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous that these lights are also available in the stores as well. Okay. And you should see the shelves here. We're from Walmart to AutoZone to O'Reilly's. We check the stores. They're usually, empty. Okay, because people are participating in this so much. But did you see how the left side right there was so much brighter than the right side? But okay, extreme brighting. But yeah, here the shelves are usually empty for the bulbs that when you can go and replace your bulbs and you can get brighter bulbs. All the extra bright bulbs are usually empty and sold out in all the stores here. And I actually have videos of this where I went in the stores and I checked several times and they are out because so many people down here are participating and are in the covens and the cults and the masons. And this is what they have them do. This is how you get your ranks. This is how you start off as a foot soldier and they make you get in. This is how you get in. Okay, of course, your left here. This is a one fog light car. It was missing on the bottom left side. Please go back, pause it, look at it. And they always come in groups. That's how you always know. Okay. So they'll put the brighter first and then the extreme brighter first. And then they will put the one fog lighter, one parking lighter, one headlighter behind them. It's like letting me know, like, yeah, look what we just did. Or they'll put the other one first and then they'll put the brighter behind. Now, I did exit out some footage because I was going all the way down the hill and coming back up to this famous bridge that I'm always coming up to. Okay, to go back over to my hotspots, I just cut out some footage because there was nothing there to see. Okay, I didn't want y'all to have to wait, and the video's already long enough. So going past this car, you're going to see the last vehicle, which is to the left, and look at the right headlight on this vehicle is way brighter. Look for the red arrow, is way brighter than the left headlight. And they do this on purpose. as always, to grab the attention of the TI and sensitize us to our environment, which is wicked and evil. Guys, if you made it to the end of this video and you really took the time to watch this and to see the harassment and the mobbing, the community mobbing, and just the overall gang stalking that me and my daughter go through on a daily basis, I really, really appreciate it. It took me almost 15 hours to get this video done, just having to go through the dash cam footage alone just to get started, put it all in the editing software, go through all of the dash cam footage, edit that out, then put in the arrows, put in the pop-ups, go back, do the voiceovers. They were messing with it. They were hitting me with the do's. My editing software, for some reason, it was like I was sitting up late at night. It was turning green. Like, you know how you know when your phone or computer is hacked? It was like turning green on my iMac. I never ever, and I've had this iMac since Texas. I bought it, I think like almost a year before I left Texas. So maybe about almost 3 years now I've had the iMac. Never once had a problem with it. It was, you know, like if you have something goes wrong with the computer, it'll pop up and say like something went wrong and we're going to send this, here's like this report where you have to send this report to Apple. It did that twice and I had to restart it, and it never once has ever done that. And where I've had problems with the computer, I mean, the enemy was fighting hard. They were fighting, you know, they're hacked into the computer, they're hacked into my phone. It was ridiculous, like for real. I am going to be doing a video about how this is why I have kind of been gone for about, I think about 2 weeks now. I haven't done a video. Not only have I been working on this, but my nose, y'all. I'm going to be doing a video on that about the utter and ruthless attack that they have sent to my nose. And I know that sounds crazy, but you will see why I am saying this in the video that I'm going to release, okay, about this. It's just ruthless what they have been doing, okay, because they know that I have spiritual gifts and that I can sense them. They sent a brutal attack to my nose. It's been crazy, y'all. It's ruthless. All right. It never ends, especially since it's the month of October. These Satanists, these witches, warlocks, those belonging, of course, you always hear me say the Masons and Eastern Stars, covens and cults, they love their master Satan. And this month, October, they're going to be hitting those who love Jesus Christ extra hard and those who belong to the light and the kingdom of heaven. So if you made it through to this point, I really appreciate you. Please share this video. We need those who spend time, and there's other people out there, okay? Those that you know that spend time doing these type of videos that have solid evidence. Please share these videos. Save it on your computer. Save it on an external hard drive so that we can all come together, because best believe that God is going to do something about this. I walk very closely with the Lord. And when I tell you that He is going to do something about this, He is going to do something about this program. This is why Satan is doing an all-out war right now, okay? They know that their time is short, all right? The government knows that their time is short. I mean, look at the meme right here. Gang stalkers on one side, look at how their world is. And even though that we are targeted, our world is still nice and blessed, right? Even though we are targeted. But please, we have to come together. Okay. It doesn't matter if, you know, you're a targeted individual and you're not as targeted as somebody else. It doesn't matter. There is no room here for envy or jealousy. It does not matter. We need to come together. Okay. It doesn't matter the level of targeting. Okay. Because God has brought that to my attention. It doesn't matter. All right. We are all, if you are truly targeted, okay, if you are a real targeted individual, then we should all be working together as a family to expose this. okay? And to work as a group to bring light to this situation because there are so many people suffering in silence. I mean, guys, look at how many people have lost their lives, okay? Because they can't handle the pressures. They don't know how to handle all of the attacks and the tactics that are being sent their way relentlessly. All right. Now, I'm a delivery driver, right? You see, this video is just a very small snippet of what I go through on just about a daily basis. Sometimes they'll lay off for a couple of days and then they pick it right back up and they throw it right back at me, as you saw in this video. This is just about a daily thing for me. Now, just imagine people who don't know Jesus Christ. Just imagine people who don't have the spiritual relationship or the fortitude to deal with these attacks. And then once they bombard me like that for 5 hours a night, then I come home and I walk in the door and somebody has broken and entered into my home, right? I'm going to be doing a video and releasing that. I have these socks. They came and they cut holes in the middle of my socks, in the same spot on 4 sets of my socks. They just recently did that. I got videos I'm about to release. I'm getting back into my gang stalking videos, right? For my new state, I'll be releasing videos on the do attacks, on my knuckles, right? They try to censor that, because they don't want the public to know it's being done to women and children, okay? And when I first moved down here, they did that. And also, whoever was coming and entering into my home when I first moved down here, I've been down here 2 years in my new state. They were touching mine and my daughter's panties, they cut about 8 pairs of my panties with a razor. It's ridiculous, right? But these people, other past targeted individuals who have taken their lives because they weren't able to withstand the pressures of the targeting program. We owe them to come together as a group, as a family, a targeted individual community and a family, and spread awareness. Okay. So people who are taking time, 15 hours, 2.5 days to get these types of videos and editing done, save it, spread it. Okay. As much as you can on all your social media platforms. We have to fight back. All right. So I really appreciate you watching to this point, and I just wanted to give you a small snippet to let you come into my life of how they are gang stalking and harassing me and my daughter. All right. God bless.